Okay everyone, so welcome to the next video. In the last session we have seen the file management commands. Now we will see view and managing process. What are the commands responsible for such activity, right? So first command that we have is the ps command, view active processes. So if you wanted to see the active process in your system, you just need to write ps command. If you hit enter, now you can see we have the 4 active processes. In initially you might remember we have used the sudo su command, and there is a bash command and ps command that we have written over there. This is the process id. Okay, this is the tty, time to live, and this is the time, means the time for the this process holding the cpu. Okay, so maybe they are 1 hour, 2 hours, so it will basically show us if we retain this process, or if you executed this process, how many times this process is holding the cpu utilization. Okay, as of now it is showing 000, that means it is negligible. Okay, and this is the command to run the process. Along with that, this only show you the active processes, right? And if you wanted to see all of the process of your system, then you can write ps aux command. ps aux command will provide you the detailed information about all of the process of the system. Now hit enter and you can see there is a lot of information, right? Now if you see closely, you can see who is the user of this command. Now I have only ec2 user or the root user. Okay, there is a different process id. PID stands for the process id 1 2 3 4 5 6 10 11, and there is a different process id. Okay, it is showing how much percentage cpu and percentage memory each process is holding. As of now it is a very new system, so all of or most of the process holding very few, like 1% only. Here you can see 1% memory, 1% memory, 1.3% memory, almost negligible as of now, right? So these information is very required when you are working with any of the process. Then this ps aux command will help you a lot. Here you can see when it was started, what is the time, and what is the command when this process is started. So this ps aux command will help you a lot when you have any query related to any process. Just remember. Okay, I hope this px command is clear now. Okay, one more thing. If let's first clear the screen. If you have doubt regarding any of the command, right, just open the manual page. To open the manual page, you have to write man and the command. Suppose I wanted to understand more about the ps command, so I will write man and ps. If you do hit enter, it is providing you the user manual of that command, and it is going to provide all of the information which is required. All right, so always check your ps like manual page for any of the commands, right? Okay, to quit this page, just hit q from your keyboard and you will out from that window. Okay, I hope this ps command is clear now. Now we have the top command. Top command is widely and most famous command in Linux industry. So top command will help you to provide the display real-time system processes and the resource usage. What it means? So you have to come to your terminal and type top command, and you will see such output from that. And top command is very helpful because if you see my screen, every second it will be changes, right? It will keep changes. If you see, just wait few seconds, here you can see everything will change, right? You have seen it was changed, right? So it is providing a lot of information. Like first they are providing how many tasks this system has. This is 104, only one running process. 103 is the sleeping process. 0 is stop, there is no zombie process, right? Talk about the percentage of cpu, you can easily see 0% is the user. If there is any process which is running by the system and it is holding the cpu utilization, it is 0. There is a nice value, idle value, like 94% times your cpu will be idle. Okay, 9.9 is the still value, like they are providing this other supervisor to work on this resources. So this is providing a lot of information about the cpu. Similar way, you can also getting the output about the memory as well, how much total memory you have, how much is free, how much is used, how much is occupied by the buffer or cache memory. All those information will help you a lot with the top command when you are working as a like cloud support engineer or network engineer, network observability engineer, infrastructure observability engineer. There is a lot of roles where the linux is mandatory. Along with that, with this information, you can also see there is a different process id who executed, there is a user information is there, and again percentage of CPU, percentage of memory, and the command. So these are the very good information when you are working with the real time scenarios. They are going to pick, okay, maybe there is some process which is holding 70% of the CPU, because of that your system performance will degraded, right? So you can easily come and type the top command. You can see, okay, which is the process running and how much percentage CPU or memory they are holding, and it is required or not, what is the command through that process is executed. So regarding the process, all of the information you can take just typing the top command in real time, and this is the difference between PS and top command, right? I hope it is clear now. Now, just suppose there is a process which is holding 70-80% of the CPU, right? So you wanted to delete that. So to kill a process, you have to copy the process ID, suppose 13, 12, whatever it is. You copy the process ID, okay? And to kill or terminate a process, you can use the kill command. So what you can do, you just Control Z to take yourself out from this top command window, okay? Clear the screen, and you will type kill and the PID, what are the process ID you have. As of now I can't delete anything, but when it is required, you have the process ID regarding your system, and you just need to come and kill PID. It will delete your process ID. Sometimes process is running at the background, so what you can do, you can use one flag -9 which help you to delete the process forcefully, okay? So kill space -9 and then process ID. So they won't ask you any permission. That this command will delete this process forcefully. They are not going to ask you any permission or acknowledgement, nothing. So with the help of kill command, you can easily kill any of the process to terminate a process using their process ID. We have one more command, that is the stop command. Stop command does not come by default. This is nothing but an upgraded version of top command, where there is some color combination, more user friendly, that's it. Otherwise it requires installation. If we delete this, if we type stop is not there, right? So we have to install the stop command. I'll tell you what is the yum install stop, what it means in the further videos, right? You can see in the, when we are talking about this 9 module package manager, then we will have all those things. As of now, I believe you have clear understanding of PS command, top command, kill command, okay? And stop command is nothing but the upgraded version of top command, okay? Right? So I believe everything is clear now. We'll see you in, okay, stop command is completed. If you type stop command, here you can see this is the same information about the task, load average, uptime, percentage of CPU, percentage of memory, command, process ID, and everything. This are more user friendly manner, okay? There is some color combination, there is a basic information at the top, and the other information similar to the top command. So stop command is nothing but an interactive process viewer similar to the top command. So I hope viewing and managing process commands now clear to you. We will see you into the next video where we will talk about the permissions. Thank you. Thanks for watching.